Welcome to Sherlock, Homeboy. Just give you a bit of an example. Right, 135 quid. And what you get is British Army S10 respirator, size 3 with bag and filters. Yeah. Now you don't know if this here is damaged. You wouldn't know how to inspect it and you'd be surprised what damage is. Yeah. You know, to break the seal and everything. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Let's go further down. I wouldn't trust any of this kit. Looks alright if you want to wear it and all that lot in a, reenactment thing or something like that. But you can't trust any of it to actually work for real, yeah, or the filters be correct or not damaged or anything. Yeah, 119 quid there. Yeah. Now, you got a filter here, 12 quid. Right, you see how it's in a plastic bag sealed. That doesn't mean nothing because it's from the source of where it comes from. That can be just really sealed by some bod in the back of his garage. Do you get me? It doesn't come from a trusted source like the British military. So all these prices, if you were to use them for real, I wouldn't pay any of it for any of it. Do you get me? Made that a bit clearer, didn't it? Yeah, and that's just for the respirator. One filter. You have to change a filter every 24 hours. So it costs you 12 quid a day for a filter that you'd have to get for the military, otherwise it could be just done like in the back of the garage. Yeah. You got your respirator. And then you go for this. You've got to buy the NBC suit. You've got jacket and trousers. That's 20 odd quid. It sounds not bad, but you have to change them after a short period because they lose its defence. Yeah, and then you have things like those gloves there, and these other gloves, the boots at the bottom there. Yeah, you have inner lined gloves, and you have these rubber gloves as well as your boots. Fish boots they're called, and that's like more money. And like I say, you have to change all this regular. Yeah, and it won't be change it like regularly, as in in the military you go to an area that might have blood blister agent. Yeah, but then the other areas haven't got it, right? So when you come out of that blood blister agent area, you have to decontaminate yourself with all these powders as well that cost money. Yeah, decontamination powders and all that sort of stuff, right? And then you throw away your NBC suit because it might have, say, blister agent on it or something, right? But because COVID, supposedly COVID, is everywhere all the time, you'd have to change these suits probably every day. Once they've been infected, you don't put them in a washing machine because it buggers them up. Yeah, you have to get rid. So it probably costs you, as a person, if you want to survive a real pandemic, a couple of £100 every other day, type of thing. And that's if you buy it off eBay, when it could be all dodgy, fake, damaged goods you don't know, because you won't know how to check it. Yeah, that's what we'd have to use for a proper pandemic of viruses and biological stuff and all the rest of it. Not a GIMP mask. Made that a bit clearer, didn't it? Some people be in fear with what's going on, but some people be absolutely rattling. You got the military doing the logistics of things, helping out a little bit. They have their kit. Makes you live for about 30 odd hours longer than anybody else to carry on fighting. Yeah? They have respirators on their face. You can pick them up on eBay and all that, but you don't have to fit into your face properly. You don't have to do all your checks properly. And the canisters that goes with it, yeah, they've got to be bang on. You can't just think, oh, they're all right. They'll be tested and sealed by top experts. If you just buy them secondhand, you know what you're buying. It goes on and on and on. So it's very difficult to get all that kit in a proper format of being able to use it correctly. That's the sort of stuff you defend your soldiers with nuclear, biological, chemical warfare. Now this virus thing, you put your troops down, think about it. They've got respirators, all the kit, and everything else like that to protect themselves. Instead, they're sticking bits of paper on their face to be like everybody else. Because otherwise, if they're stood there with the proper kit on that they were issued for these very reasons, it will show that you lot haven't got anything. Right, you see these respirators here? Yeah, they get tested regularly. Yeah, the equipment like the respirator and the canister which is attached to the side, right? That comes from your MOD type of storeroom. Yeah, not eBay. Yeah, nothing like that. These actually work, and they still got to get tested because you can still get faults within such a tight system like this. Hence the testing, right? So if you're going to buy all this kit off eBay and all that, and you don't know how to fit it and have the rest of the kit with it or anything like that, you might as well not bother. Basically, right? You got your gloves here, right? Inside those gloves, right, is a white glove. Yeah, so you've got that on, you've got your glove on, and then you're surrounded by like a DPM charcoal lined type of kit. Yeah, normally have boots on, which are like boots that go over these boots, right? Your respirator, the hood on the outfit there, right, is corded pull round there, yeah? The respirator itself has a cushion that you can blow up and fit to your face, and it's checked by people who are qualified to check it, and so on, yeah? And there's drills, something rotten, yeah, that are far, far more correct than any single bit of drill of cleaning or decontaminating that I've seen on any TV across Australia, New Zealand, America, India, England, and Europe, right? Basically, nobody's doing the drills properly. You're just smearing it all around everywhere, right? You've got to have powders and stuff like that, so powders collect the moistures then drop off you and hit the floor. Yeah, so it comes off you, not smearing it around everywhere. All smearing it around the tubes of London. You know, like some guy wiping stuff with a dirty cloth everywhere. It looks clean from a distance, but as soon as you start wiping it all over the place and that becomes dirty, it's just smearing it everywhere, basically, folks. So this is what the troops would look like if they were to face a full pandemic that's killing the amount of people that's killing in this country, right? Because that is the kit that's been worked on for generations to get to this point. War's the lot, yeah? They would not be stood in front of any pandemic with garments like this on. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? Right, see a couple here? Yeah, with a face thing on? Yeah? That's just to wear, to mirror image what the rest of the populace is doing, because if they're wearing the other kit, right, you lot would measure up and think, that's the stuff that makes you live. What's this stuck to my face for? These guys here would be wearing this stuff here. And you can still die. You'd be looking at people like this who'd be approaching you. Because this industry of the military of defence that defends the whole of your country from being taken over by the enemy or somebody wants to have it, basically kill you, your kids and your family. They will come out with this stuff on. Yeah? Not the other stuff, a little like pair of knickers stuck to your face. No. Now, you lot have got to get into the drills of things. I get that, because that is the warfare of the day. And we have not, as a country, got any type of clue of how to do things. Right? We've been doing this for 9 months. Yeah? If this was like an air raid shelter type of thing, it was night time, we got told to turn the lights off. Right, whole country, turn your lights off, please. Yeah? You'd have a shock, because everybody would be going, I'm not turning my lights off, because it's my human right to play my iPod diddly pod of bollocks. Yeah? Or I'm having a blink in this, or I'm doing that, I can't see, because you're just spoiltness, something rotten. Yeah, and if there's an air raid, right, coming here, yeah, and it's spoiltness and selfishness that got us all blown up, yeah, that'd be clever, wouldn't it? So yeah, I understand that the civilians have to get their blinking act together, yeah, because if the war gets broken through your defences, that's what you'd have to deal with. And they can get broken through your defences because you let everybody in on boats to start off the thing. Well, let's just let 300 people here with pandemic issues and all that sort of stuff, let them into the country. Yeah, you're tried and tested with one school teacher, I think it was, who went out to Africa, or a medic, and she got Ebola. Yeah? Well, I would Ebola, keep her in bloody Africa. She's the only one with Ebola. I wouldn't let her in. Stay over there. Bug off. Yeah? So you're major superly clear, and if you're not superly clear, whatever, I wouldn't have you in anyway, just in case, because I don't want to kill millions of people in this country. Yeah, and I don't want millions of billions and billions of pounds just thrown out the window. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? Anyway, yeah, that's naughty. Doing that's naughty. That's naughty. That's naughty. Naughty. Is the suspect? Yeah, is that the guy nicked the bike? Where was it? Yeah, he's running away, so he's naughty. Yeah. And all that naughtiness. You lot are all bloody guilty, mate. You are Sherlock, Homeboy, bloody guilty. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? This is Portland protests. Violence escalates as protesters continue to face off with the fuzz. I see they're facing off. Right? Now I tell you, I'm going to have a look at this. Looking what I can see here, I'd say she's dodgy, she's guilty, he's guilty. He's guilty, she's guilty, yeah. Oh, turn that down, we don't need it. We don't need the volume up when I'm doing my investigations. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? Yeah, and I'd just like to say one thing, yeah? This is a bit of investigation for you. In this COVID period of face mask wearing, of kinky stuff, yeah? Now, see the soldiers there with the respirators on? Yeah? And the police at the back? Yeah? What's that for? Dangerous smoke? Well, viruses travel in the same order and fashion and everything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so you need them on your face and all the rest of it, plus all the other NBC kit, all the rest of it, blah, 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 if you're going to fight a virus, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, yo, man alive. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? Yes, everybody. We got these guys wearing respirators, yeah, because they're involved in more dangerous stuff than a worldly pandemic, so they got all their respirators on for that. Yeah, for smoke. Yeah, look at that. These guys know what they're doing, these lot. They've all got respirators on for smoke, yeah? And yet, during the day, yeah, in this pandemic time, yeah, you put little cloth things on your face for a deadly virus, everybody. So you've got better kit on your face for smoke than you have for a deadly virus. Yeah, that's a bit of investigations by, yeah, Sherlock Homeboy. Yeah, Sherlock Homeboy, man alive, this is very interesting, everybody. Yeah? In theory, if those masks work, yeah, you should stick them to your face. Yeah? For everything. Yeah? Nuclear, biological, chemical warfare, smoke, deadly smoke, tear gas, the lot. Yeah? But it's not. You put the best stuff on for that, and the worst stuff on for a worldly big pandemic. Everybody, it's in front of your face here, everybody. Yeah, Richard Sherlock, fucking Sherlock Homeboy. Yeah? You just don't, you just, come on, guys. I'm trying to fucking do a video here, right? And I can't because it's so stupid. Yeah? A worldly pandemic, right? But you put the better kit on when the smoke pops up than you do when you have a deadly virus, everybody. A deadly virus. Yeah? And this isn't July 2020. Yeah? Making everybody look very silly. Yeah? Right, guys, we're going to go out tonight, yeah, and the police force and the army and some of these people here are going to be smoke about. So put your blinking respirators on that's been designed for nuclear, biological, chemical warfare type of respirating type of stuff. Yeah? And then when that's over and that dangerous smoke's over, take your respirators off and put some thin paper thing on your face for a more deadlier virus, everybody. Yeah? Made that a bit clear, didn't it? Yeah? 22nd July 2020. So when it's all smoky, they put them on. The top kit. Yeah? Stuff that you can't buy, really. Yeah, come on, guys. You know, get through the blinking thing that you got to get through to blinking re-blinking set the country to go on its modern bloody way, right? And while they're pissing about with all your blinking system, all you got to do as peoples is fight for the rights so that our own system doesn't take over itself and go up its ass. Yeah. So got to keep an eye on all your laws. You got to keep an eye on all your local bylaws and stuff like that because they'll change them because the people of wants, yeah, have been keeping an eye on their wants for years. So when the opportunity comes up, they'll put pressure on these departments to change them. Nobody will know what's going on because they're distracted to buggery. Yeah. And that's how the laws get pushed through. And then when you all settle down, you realise then you've got more work to fight on to get it back to a bit of like decency or something like that. Yeah? Starting with your bloody schools and stop gender bending them with blinking hormones is a good start. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? So ask yourselves, why are they doing that? When they should be wearing that kit all the time. Made that a bit clear, didn't it? You're going to approach a pandemic, so you put your top kit on. Yeah? You'd put your top kit on, otherwise your defence of your whole forces will collapse if you've got that pandemic in there running riot, wouldn't you? Yeah, but they don't. They put sticky stuff on their face, a little plastic thing around their ear, whatever the bloody hell it is, the masky bollocks. Yeah, to then deal with the public for swabs and tests and stuff like that. Yeah, they'll have this stuff on, guys, because that's the deadly pandemic across the world. But they put it on for a bloody riot in the street because it's smoky, cry, eye, blinking tear gas bollocks. Come on, it's all bullshit. It's a stage of bullshit. Now, fair enough, get through the bullshit stage that resets your country, but don't start panicking your asses off that actually is a blinking like a negative that can actually create you to do wrong things, make wrong choices, and all sorts of stuff that can actually croak you as well. You could be crapping yourself. One person could be normal, and the next minute this thing pops along, and they might have started drinking or whatever. And before you know it, this 10 years knocked off their life. But done in a different way. Made that a bit clear, didn't it?